Any game from E3 that you're looking forward to getting the platinum on?
Okay, I mean, like I said, I'm an RPG junkie, so once they did that Final Fantasy VII remake, like, I was literally geeking out, like, when I saw that. The only part of me is, man, I just really hope they don't screw that up. Like, I really don't. But, I mean, I'm really, like, geeking hard on that Final Fantasy VII remake when I saw that. I was like, you got to be kidding me. I was like, I cannot believe what we've been hoping for like 15 years or whatever, like, is actually going to happen. I mean, it's, I still don't even think it's real. Like, I'm trying not to believe it's real just so it doesn't. That new Syndicate for Assassin's Creed, that looked really sweet. And Hitman, I cannot wait to play another Hitman game. Like, I really was looking forward to that game too as well. Why? What games did jump out to you guys when you guys saw the E3?
Well, I'm kind of an indie game guy, so I definitely hopped on No Man's Sky real early, and something that jumped out at me specifically this E3 was Cuphead, because of the way it kind of emulates the early 20s and 30s Disney animation really well. But other than that, like AAA wise, I thought Horizon was something special.
Yeah.
Just Cause 3 is the right kind of chaos. And Fallout 4, we can't really overlook that at all.
I can't believe I didn't even mention that. Yeah, and I think the best thing with Fallout is that, you know, it always had all those glitches on the PS3 where it would crash and freeze up, and everyone would always have those problems. So I really hope with this better system on the PS4 that it'll actually be the truly great game that it really is. So.
Well, Bethesda always has those problems too, and I feel like every time they release a game, like the first month, they just find like tons and tons of bugs with it, but after those are fixed up, the games are almost always incredible. So
That's a great thing nowadays too, with being connected online and getting those patches. I mean, it's great that, you know, it's like all these times, like you played games in the past and you're like, oh man, this glitch sucks, but it's like, oh hey, glitch sucks, but they're patching it. Awesome.
Yeah.
So it's amazing. Yeah.
Or, oh no, this glitch is awesome. Why are they patching it?
Oh yeah, I know. It's,
exactly.
The one in moments like that too.
Yeah, they did that with Resogun, and luckily I did it before they patched it. But there was this game where, I don't know if any of you guys played it, but you had to, it was one of the free games. Yeah,
I need to finish that. You want to help me platinum it?
Is it that co-op trophy or?
Yeah. I think I have like 33% completion on it. I just keep.
You need to beat the game co-op without dying.
Mm-hmm.
And that is just like ridiculous. But there was this glitch before that if you died at any point in the world, you could just restart that whole world over again. And they patched it out. So I was like, they patched one out pretty fast. Luckily, I got it beforehand, but I feel sorry for anyone that didn't do that way, because that's really going to just turn it into a nightmare, beating the whole game without dying. So
that's why you're elite and I'm not.
But you know what's really cool, though, too, is that with my wife not playing video games, like one of the things that used to always hold me back was co-op, because I wouldn't have a co-op partner to always play with. But that share play feature on the PS4 is awesome, that, you know, me and you could play locally on a PS4 now, which is awesome. Like, that's the coolest thing ever.
You will be getting a friend request from me then.
Hey, definitely. I that's one of those games, like, I really don't mind after getting 100% playing. Like, that Resogun is awesome.
So what's your favorite game of all time? Are you one of those Final Fantasy VII weirdos?
Okay, so
weirdos.
You are not
like
going to hate on the best RPG of all time.
Seriously. See, I think people. It's one of like my top 3 favorite games of all time. Yes, it's awesome, and you know what it is? It's everything that happened. Like, you know, like going from Final Fantasy 6 to 7. You know, like the 2D to 3D. Like all the extra stuff they put in there, like Nintendo going to Sony. It's like, I feel like all of that is just like couples in of why, you know, Final Fantasy VII is so great. I mean, there's just, but I think one of my favorite series of all time is actually, I don't know if any of you guys ever played them, but the Dragon Warrior, Dragon Quest series. I've always enjoyed those. Yeah, those are my favorite. And Suikoden. And I think that's usually not many people play those, but but Dragon Warrior, Dragon Quest is some of my favorite series. I love those games. Yeah, those are really, really good games.
I'm really angry that the Dragon Quest games, you can play them on your stupid iPhone, but there's no port for Vita.
There isn't?
There isn't.
No, there's not.
Oh, that's horrible.
Like you can like search on the freaking iPhone, there's on Dragon Quest, but it's on iPhone.
Well, I feel like the Vita just gets shafted all the time now. Like, how much did they mention it even in the Sony press conference? I think they literally had like a 5-second snapshot of it. It's like, the Vita's doing great, guys, and they don't talk about it at all.
So great that, nah.
Well, that's what it is. It just feels like they're neglecting it, you know, and I know it's hard to compete with Nintendo because, I mean, they're the best they're probably always going to be the best handheld video game out there. I mean, but yeah, I mean, I feel like sometimes it just feels like they neglect the Vita. I mean, I don't even remember, you know, how many games I really honestly play on the Vita. I mean, it seems like we never really get those great, nice titles out.
Everybody talks about Persona 4 Golden being like the cream of the crop in terms of Vita, and Uncharted Golden Abyss, or like I really liked Gravity Rush. I thought that was great. I actually really liked the Muramasa port that was on Vita. I thought that was fantastic. But yeah, Vita really does get shafted.
Yeah, I mean, it really gets the shaft. I mean, it's horrible. And the worst part too is that, you know, with a PS3 and PS4, you could always sign in with, I don't know if you guys do that, but you can have created accounts from like Europe, you know, United States, Japan, so you can play the games. But the Vita, you only can have one account on it, so you're stuck with what you got from, you know, your area, which is horrible. I don't know why they decided to do that with that system and not the rest of them.
I do the same because there's sometimes sales in UK, and it's awesome, and there's sometimes sales in US. I do that all the time.
Yeah, I got screwed one time because I forgot what game it was. I want to say it was it Killzone or something like that. One of the games had an online pass to it, and I guess I didn't realize it, but the game wasn't from the United States, so I wasn't able to redeem the online pass since it was from like Europe or something like that. So I ended up wasting my money. It was horrible, but yeah, you know, it happens.
So Mike, are you envious of any other platforms out there? I know there's a few exclusives coming out on the Xbox, and you being a PlayStation guy, probably never played Halo. Then is that right?
That's correct.
That's a big deal. Like, Halo's one of the best games, best franchise games I've ever played. I'd say I'm more of a Sony guy, PlayStation guy myself, but Halo is top, and like Gears of War as well. So do you ever feel like you might want to switch over, or even like dabble in the dark side? Like, is that ever...
No, and you know what it is if I really cared about shooting games, I would have definitely played it by then. But role-playing games are my favorite kind of games. Yeah. So, and I still feel like Sony has the best that it has to offer. Although I am envious about the Xbox, because whenever there seems to be, like when we have an Xbox release and a Sony, when they get that exclusive rights in the beginning, somehow like their users get to play the game before us. And I mean, that always kind of sucks that it's like, man, I really want to play that, you know, new DLC to Grand Theft Auto. Oh no, wait, you know, Microsoft paid for the exclusive rights for 6 months or some stupid like that, or yeah, that always sucks.
I have a question. Some games I actually wait before I play them because I wait for a guide, because I don't like to replay a game for missable trophies. Do you do that sometimes?
Sometimes. It depends if, you know, I think on most games I probably do that, because that's what it is that you don't want to find out that you just played a game and you're like, oh man, I should have played it this way and now I got to do the whole game all over again. But when some games really come out that I really want to play, then I just won't wait. You know, you just go for it. I mean, it's sometimes it'll bite you, sometimes it won't. So
yeah, because in The Witcher 3, there are missable trophies, and The Witcher 3 is such a long game. It's like I don't think I will play that game twice.
Yeah, I'm really glad that one of my favorite games for the PS3, which actually shocked me because I'm a huge fan of South Park. I love the TV show. So when they came out with the video game, I was a little nervous with all those setbacks they were having. But that game was it was so much greater than what I thought it was going to be. And I'm really glad I didn't play that game out on release because it has so many missable trophies in it. It's just ridiculous. I mean, so I'm really glad that I did wait to play that game, and I almost didn't. So at least that worked out for that game. I don't know if any of you guys played South Park, but I mean,
I did.
I did. Yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
And it's one of the few games that I didn't mind missable trophies because I played through it like 5 times to get everything. So
yeah, dude, I cracked up so hard when you go to Canada for the first time and it looks like and it looks like you're playing the Nintendo. Like, that was hilarious. Like, because if you watch the show, like, you totally understand what they were doing.
Yeah.
Like, it was
the entire game is pretty much the show. I mean, you could just take literal parts of the game and then just edit it together and probably make a show out of it.
Oh, yeah, I know. Good. I mean, they could probably you could probably make a movie, like, you know what I mean, like, out of what they did. Yeah, it was just, I mean, you just sit there and you're like, oh my god, it's like, I cannot believe they just did that.
I just want to say I'm glad the Underpants Gnomes made the cameo that they made, because
everything made a cameo. Every single thing from the show is great.
It was beautiful.
I'm glad that Randy Marsh had a big piece. He's like one of my favorite characters on the show, so I'm really glad that he was prominent in the game with getting like anal probes. And,
God, yeah.
I mean, it's like I always love when he's involved because something good is going down when Randy Marsh is there. So
yeah. Speaking of E3, I'm so happy they announced a sequel.
Yeah, I mean, I was really excited too. I mean, that first game, like I said, was so good. So I'm wondering if, because they have the engine built, that maybe this will go a lot smoother this time. But I thought there was supposed to be DLC to the game that was already out, and I don't know. I thought I remember hearing that. I don't know if you guys ever heard that.
I think the want for DLC was so strong that we kind of because I was always looking for it too, because I just assumed that it was
seems like a game
happen.
that would be perfect for to just add on more stuff as they go, because it doesn't seem like you already have like textures and everything you need down. They just need to add the actual content for it.
Yeah, I thought they were going to do that, and I was so disappointed when that game didn't come out for the PS4 too as well. I was really kind of hoping it would come out for both systems, because a lot of the times a game comes out on the PS3 and the PS4, it has 2 trophy lists. So that is one game I would have gladly played another time to get those trophies again.
Me too.
I just sit here in awe. I still can't believe it. Like, second in the world. I'll stop.
I'm still thinking 852. I don't even know what that number means.
Seriously. I'm actually, I'll be honest, sometimes I'm in shock too as well, only for the fact that I honestly can't believe that. I mean, look, I know I put in, like I said, around like 4 hours a day, but you're telling me there's not someone out there that's not putting in like 20? Like, I mean, that's what, I don't know, that's what sometimes I guess I'm a little confused at. I don't understand it either. I don't. I think shouldn't there be someone that plays like?
I feel there should be more people that are that.
Well, but then again, we're in the age of like the endless game now, so they might be playing 20 hours a day of Minecraft.
That's true.
Yeah. They might be stuck on something.
Or they're huge into WoW or any MMO out there. I mean, I know people on EVE online. They basically don't play anything else. They can't.
Yeah,
a lot of kids, they do that with Minecraft. And I know there are kids that literally the only game they play is Minecraft. The only game they know is Minecraft.
There's this guy on the website that is on our website that's totally obsessed with Minecraft, and
I love it too.
Dude, he is so good. Like, he created a game that helps everybody get the trophies really fast, and he can get anybody the platinum within like 3 or 4 hours or something like that, because he set up his world like in stations, being like, here you go to get this trophy, here you go to get this trophy, and like I don't know how long it took to build this, but like literally like he'll take you through the stations to get the platinum, and it's like, I mean, it's the coolest thing I've ever seen. Like,
I'm glad I heard about your website, because I'm just gonna jump in and I'm gonna talk to this guy. And
I'm gonna sign up for your Minecraft world.
I am actually have the game, but it takes so much time to get the trophies. And if I can just jump in his world and get the trophies really fast, I'm just gonna do it.
Is there anybody that's done that for Terraria? Because I really need to finish that.
What is that game about? Because I wanted to start playing it, because I always hear it and it looks like a good indie
2D
game,
Minecraft.
Right?
It's 2D Minecraft. It's 2D Minecraft with more of
It's got like a little more of an adventure feel, right? It's like more fantasy elements and like
and you pick up items and they sort of lead you in ways, like, honestly, it's probably, if did you play the Souls games? It's probably like if Minecraft Minecraft went 2D and brought in like Dark Souls aesthetics in a way, because all the items sort of say, oh well, this this can be combined with this, or it leads you down a progression, and then you end up creating items that summon bosses.
Yeah.
And I think it's way like I've played Minecraft for maybe 10 minutes and I just got bored. But I might actually be playing it for another 3 to 4 hours so I can get a platinum trophy now.
God, it's so funny that you bring up Dark Souls when we were talking about games glitches and games getting easier. And I played Dark Souls or Demon Souls when it first came out, and you had to play that game like 4 playthroughs, like to get all of them. And then they came out with that stupid glitch that somehow you could all get it done in one playthrough. And I remember so off that
someone figured out how to duplicate.
Yeah, I was like, dude, I spent 4 playthroughs playing this game, and you're telling me that you could do it in one? Like, I was like, that's not fair.
Yeah.
I just duplicate my saves on the USB.
Yeah, like it's once they came up with those duplication glitches, it's like, man, those bastards. I was like, where were they when I was playing the game?
Mike, you also write guides as well, don't you?
Yeah, I think I've written.
How do you have time to do that as well? Like, what is? I give up.
Well, sometimes I end up writing them as most of the time I have to write them as I'm playing the games.
Yeah,
but,
of course.
I mean, sometimes when I have a really, really good memory, so sometimes I'm writing the guides at work. When I get some free time. Yeah. So it's, but I think I've written about 55 or 60. But I think most of my trophy guides are the Japanese visual novels. And I don't know if any of you guys, only like really, really hardcore gamers play that, because I don't know if any of you guys have seen that before. But really, what it is, it's just like a Japanese book, like a novel, and you have to pick choices and stuff like that. And that's what's most prominent on our sites, because obviously most people don't understand anything that's being said. And we try to write trophy guides that pretty much take your hand and walk you to the platinum. So, and that's what we try to do the best at the site. So I love writing those guides for those games, because they're challenging. Like, because obviously did the language, so it's really cool.
Going back to time, like one more time, like you had mentioned that you kind of like the fact that you have like a separation between, the gaming and like everything else that you do. Like your wife doesn't know much about it. If you had more time to game, would you game? Like, would you even more than what you're doing now if you didn't have to sleep and stuff like that? Eat?
If I didn't have to eat.
If you didn't have to have any humanly functions, would you play video games more?
You know what it is? I think in the past, I would have. I don't think... I would definitely game a little bit more if I could, but... like I'm on vacation from work this week because I have so many vacation hours, so I just thought I'd take a week off, and I won't game the whole time just because, I don't know, I just get bored. Like, I just want to watch TV or just go out and do something. I mean, I don't know. I used to be able to, like, when I was like 20, 22, 24, like I could game all day, but now I don't know. My mind gets sidetracked a lot, so I don't play as much.
If if trophies basically for you were gone tomorrow, would your life be over? Like, would you melt down and like die, or what's up?
I think that's what would happen, right? I mean, that's what happens to people. No, this kid brought this up to me 6 months ago or something like that, and he was like, "Yeah, what would ever happen to you if trophies ever disappeared?" I was a gamer before trophies ever came out, and I will be a gamer after trophies fade away. I will always be playing games regardless of whether there's trophies or not.
Amen.
Mike, I can't tell you how exciting that has been. We want you to stick with us for the next segments, please, because you're just super interesting, and we respect you so much for dedicating your life to this amazing hobby that we all share. Seriously,
your whole life.
Yeah, we would love to talk with you in the next segment.
Yeah, if you guys don't mind, I don't mind sticking around. So.